Right, Chucky Robinson, former Astros minor leaguer, catches tonight, and Brooks Baldwin will play second base and bat ninth. Hunter gets a little pitcher fielding practice to start this one. One pitch and a ground out as John Singleton this team here at Minute Maid Park. And he got him. Hunter, after getting ahead 0-2, had an even count at 2.
Give our team a chance to win, and I think Hunter Brown has kind of embraced that image of being that tough guy in the top part of the rotation to try and keep teams from winning back-to-back games. Rage.
Softly hit, but it's going to find its way into right field for a base hit. Stopping at second base is Benintendi. Vaughn got jammed, but hit it in between Singleton and Altuve for a walk and a little leader through the infield. This one to the left. Jordan will play it off the wall. The White Sox are on the board first with an RBI single by Sheets. Crossing the plate, Benintendi, so the two-out walk comes around to score. Swing and a miss. He got Sosa to chase a high fastball for his second strikeout of the inning. White Sox on the board.
The Chicago White Sox have not won a game for Chris Flexen since May 8th.
Say that again?
They have not won a game with Chris Flexen on the mound since.
Jose grounds one on a few hops to short. Played there by Nicky Lopez. He retires Altuve. He also did damage inside of stadiums, breaking the scoreboard during batting practice in Tampa Bay. But that swing, for whatever reason, when it goes back to Minute Maid Park, doesn't always translate to great contact. That was a...
It's understandable with Garrett Crochet out there. I think they kind of flustered him a little bit.
We're going to have a special guest in our booth in the top half of the second inning as the bottom of the first comes to a close rather weakly with a pop-up there in foul territory.
Point two is like, a real steady veteran presence. The first guy when I got my first hit, he gave me a huge bear hug, but I had a ton of respect for him, the way he went about his business. It's what you'd call a true professional. So.
Got blown up on that swing. Chucky Robinson gets thrown out by Hunter Brown for the second out.
I actually didn't even think about that.
In retrospection, I mean, it's while you're doing it,
it's tough, hard, right?
Yeah, it really is. But it's such an honor, and being able to look back on it is again a lot of great memories.
And how to go out there and play the game. That's what's interesting to me about Alex, is he's got each guy individually pegged.
On the ground is short. Lopez will make the play. Pena always makes the full team back. But in the interim, they have a chance to really extend things here in the AL West based on how Seattle has been playing lately. As Singleton chops a grounder to the right side for out number 2. For some young guys to be a part of a team that's trying to win the American League West. Caratini got ahead 3-0. Now a 3-2 pitch is lobbed into left field, and that'll be it for the Astros.
Running out of time. It was 10 games back then. They're proud of getting here, but they know they have work to do.
Altuve to his right makes the play. Nicky Lopez thrown out for the first out. That was beautiful.
That was outstanding. Get off the plane and hit a bomb.
Jordan woke up that day in Houston, ended the day in Houston. In the interim, he helped the Astros win that series against the White.
It set him off. I know which fuse to light. It's because we both feel kind of the same way about hitting.
2021, so that's why we didn't have a separate class in 21. Benintendi picks up a steal after his walk. That's only his third still voice, obviously. There's a lot of big voices on that team. This ball hit off the bat of Andrew Vaughn into left center. Jake Myers and Jordan converge, and Jake wisely gets out of the way.
Tries to move it all over the place and create that soft contact, and he's been pretty successful at it so far.
A lot of ground outs to short today. That's the third one. 25 home runs, 91 runs batted in. Drills this one deep to right center field. Got a chance. It is good. No, off the wall. Off the wall. Just missed. Being a home run in his first big league swing. Maybe that'll trigger this offense a little bit. Dubon grounds one through the hole in left field. Being held up is Whitcomb. So back-to-back base hits for the Astros as Dubon signals on the first pitch he sees. Now the ball gets loose, and Dubon takes advantage going to second. Line drive, base hit. In comes Whitcomb, being waved around Dubon. He's going to score. Astros have their first lead of the series on the two-out RBI single by Jose Altuve.
Well, he was...
Altuve kind of took off as soon as he saw that pitch get away from Chucky Robinson. Good Court awareness there by Altuve. For Jordan with a 1-2 count. There he goes. Altuve is going to walk to third. Flexen didn't pay him any attention. That's his 16th coming in for Jordan. Advantage Alvarez as he loops one into left. That'll be an RBI base hit. That ball may have been caught with the infield back. Instead, the Astros score a run at 3-1. To the infield from Benintendi. That ball laced into center field. That is 5 consecutive hits for the Astros. Yainer Diaz smokes a single to center. And the next thing you know, the inning unravels. This one grounded towards third, could be 2. Sosa goes to second for 1, and Pena's speed beats it. That was not a bad turn by the White Sox. Credit Jeremy Penetration after you ground one right to the third baseman. Then you got to say, wait a sec, I could beat this. Now he gets picked off, and Jordan's trying to draw a throw, and he does get back in. It worked out. The big man created a diversion. Said, my buddy Jeremy's in trouble. I'm going to draw a throw. Now 2-2 to Singleton. John goes down on strike. So the Astros fail to score any more runs in the inning, but they take.
Incredible. So you'll have to tune in. We're going to have lots of those coming up on the network here pretty soon.
Gavin Sheets sends one into right field for a base hit. And we'll stay tuned for some of those interviews from Julie over the weekend. Ground ball off the mound, gloved by Altuve. He'll make the throw to first. Both Pena and Altuve converge on that ground ball, so the only chance stayed on with the Astros. This ball line to Pena is going to be a double play. Jeremy Speed, too much for Gavin Sheets. More on Renee.
Yeah, first of all, congratulations to the Astros for finally recognizing him in the game of baseball. It's obviously a passion for him. Caratini beating out that softly hit infield ground ball.
Hart and his family all very close here in Houston. That ball's fair down the left field line. Victor Caratini, who had the leg out an infield hit, on his way to third. He'll get there on the double by Jake Myers. Back-to-back base hits for the Astros here in the fourth, setting the table for.
And now he's got his opportunity.
Inside, ball 4, on base for the second time. Rate is back to where we saw it earlier this year. As he hits one to left field on a line, Benintendi makes the catch. Caratini will walk home. And the Astros lead by 3, 4-1 on the line drive sac fly by Mauricio Dubon.
No, the at-bats have gotten.
Ground ball slowly hit to third. They go to second for 1, and they turn the double play on Altuve to get out of the inning. Astros add a run on a Major League walk either this season or his 22 season with the Reds, as he goes after a 1-2 pitch and down on strikes here to start the 5th. Along with Fromber and Justin Verlander.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic and a great time for him to come into his own.
Myers makes the
corners when he started to get back to who he was with the power fastball.
Looking good. Hunter Brown picking up a strikeout to start and 3 base hit so far in this series. A little chopper off the near the plate. That'll be to the shortstop, Nicky Lopez, to make the play for out number 1. That's when Lance Berkman was his teammate. We talked to Puma earlier tonight. The ball grounded on a couple of hops to the third baseman. Sosa to his left makes the play. Yainer Diaz gave Pena credit for a stolen base that last time he was on base. We'll talk more about that later as he goes down on strikes here. Ellard with a 1-2-3 inning out of the White Sox.
Avoiding that down middle, down and in spot.
Little pop-up in the shallow center. Jake Myers won't be able to get there. That'll fall in for a base hit. So Robert didn't hit the ball very hard, but he drops it in with a home run. There goes Robert. The pitch is a strike. The throw's also a strike. Yainer nails Luis Robert Jr. Another great throw by Yainer and a quick tag by Jeremy Pena.
Jeremy does such a good job of letting that ball travel.
So does Hunter on that ball. Hunter thought about going after it. He's like, wait, I got a shortstop behind me. So he got out of the way. For it. Ground ball, 2 hops for Jeremy Pena. Hunter Brown, after that caught stealing, faces the minimum here in the 6th inning. Astros lead 4-1. John didn't love that call. Bottom of the zone called on him here for the first out.
A little bit. But of course, we would all love to see a guy like Chas McCormick catch a little bit of fire and contribute as well.
How about Victor last inning had an infield hit on a ball hit the other way as a left-handed batter. That ball really skipped. Good walk taken by Jake Myers, setting the table for Shea Whitcomb. There's a ball towards left field. Benintendi will get there, and he'll make the play for out number 2. And Shea flies out for the second out of the inning. Occasionally a Brian King, if there's lefties due up, will be in that 7th inning role. This ball hit to right center field. Converging is Fletcher and Robert Jr. It's Dominic Fletcher. Ground ball right side. Singleton will use help from Brown covering in time for the first out of the 7th.
That source is just a sparkle in my eye, if you know what I mean.
Soft line drive to Jeremy Pena for the second out. Pop up. Shea Whitcomb will get his first play defensively, and he stays with it. How about 7 innings for Hunter Brown? Gave up that first inning run, and he leads
The Athletic, you're kind of talking about the downfall of switch hitting. Altuve hustling. Got it.
Wow, how about
What's
that?
in there? If he can sniff that hit, he's going to go get it.
Got home to first in less than 4 seconds. There's a ball off the mound, shot into center field. Altuve will go first to third. He'll get there easily. Yordan Alvarez has his second hit of the night. And the Astros in business, first and third, nobody out. Ground ball down the line, knocked down, no play anywhere. Yiner safe. It's a 5-1 game. 2 innings alone. Pena goes down on strikes. So Jeremy, who's been maybe the hottest hitter lately, having a tough night. Not 0 for 3 tonight, a couple of strikeouts. Puts the ball in play, but pops it up into shallow center. The shortstop Lopez out. And he makes the catch for out number 2. High fly ball skied into left center field. Did Caratini get enough? Robert Jr. makes the catch against the wall. Victor just got under that one. Didn't miss a 3. The regular catcher for the White Sox. That is the first walk allowed to Chucky Robinson in his career. Discussions when he was being decided on. This ball laced into center field, but Jake Myers is there. Hit well by Brooks Baldwin. But he's out number 1 here in the 8th. Lopez goes down for the second straight time. Abreu picks up his first strikeout, 2 away in the inning. Got him this time. Brian Abreu strikes out the last 2 to end the 8th after that leadoff walk. Waivers from the Dodgers on August the 2nd. Now makes his White Sox debut, and he breaks Jake Myers' bat on Players Weekend. That Players Weekend special bat results in a hit. Julia doubling in his first big league plate appearance, and he's got a 2-hit night going. Jake Myers is on the move. How about Shea Whitcomb? A feeling we know who Julia might be talking to after this game. Well, that throw over the head of the first baseman will score a run. Shea Whitcomb drawing the throw as Barlin was worried about Whitcomb at first, and he overshot his first baseman by a wide margin. And it's now a 6-1 Astros lead. To the national flag. He checks his swing, but he's called out on a pitch that he thought was low, but Estabrook says it was high enough to be a called third strike. What is going on here? They walked out to you then?
Yep.
So I looked up. I was looking at Gus Barlin's numbers. I looked up, and now Chaz was at the plate. And he goes down on strikes here for the second out of the inning. Astro, he did everything.
Everything.
Oh, Yiner may have chased ball 4, but the Astros had another run across the plate in that inning. Their road trip, which ends with the Dodgers in L.A. This ball skied to left center. Who wants it, Myers or Dupont? It's going to slice to Mauricio, who's on the warning track and puts it away for out number 1. 2 more outs tonight. This ball into left field. Dupont on the run, won't be able to get there. It lobs in for a hit. Bond's going to hold up as Dupont with an off-balance throw right on the money to second base. Nicely played by Mauricio. Brian King looking for the final couple of outs. Towards short, could be the end of the game. Pena steps on the bag, fires high, but Singleton stays on the bag for the final out. And the Astros have now won 9 out of 10 and have increased their lead in the AL West to 4 games. Hunter Brown, after that first inning run, kind of locked it down the rest of the way, Blummer, and gave the Astros a great chance to pick up a win tonight.
Made a subtle adjustment in that delivery and went to town against the Chicago White Sox, proving that he is one of those big dogs at the top of the rotation for the Houston Astros as they look to gain ground in that American League West, gaining another game on the Seattle Mariners. It was a lot of fun to watch Hunter Brown pitch, but how about Shea Wickham? Welcome to the big leagues. Couple of hits and a W under his belt to start things off, but Joe Espada liked what he saw today.